Alright, gamers, welcome back. World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore Ironman Adventures, episode 212, episode 62 on our Dwarven Paladin, I think. Total full honesty and discretion, my allergies are going crazy right now. My eyes are extremely itchy, my nose is stuffed. If I am scratching my eyes a lot or I'm sniffling, I'm sorry, okay? I don't know what happened. I just started having an allergy attack. I don't know, man. When I was younger, you know what's crazy is I always took pride in the fact that like I never had any allergy issues. I would hear people talk about my allergies, and I was like, what is that? You know what I mean? And as I've gotten older, they've just gotten worse. I mean, I do have a cat, but I don't think key thing here. I don't think he's the issue. He might be the issue, but is this guy a protection paladin? Doesn't look like it, but he's gemmed for stamina, which makes me think he is, but I think that's just because he's in hardcore and he doesn't want to die. I think he's a holy paladin. Yeah, he's definitely holy. Guy looks cool as hell, though. All of these Soul of Iron buffs. Shadow Flame, Old God Damned. I don't think he's beat Kel'Thuzad in Naxxramas, but... Alright, so last time we left off, we were in Ironforge. I made a to-do list, and I think the first thing that we need to do is go check for Iron Eye, because it is around 3 p.m. We do need to do South Shore 2, though. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's go check. I'll feel bummed if he's not up, but... I'll take a little bit of time out of my day to go check for Iron Eye. Ah, damn. I think I was logging off. This guy's running out there. Hopefully, I mean, he's got his charger, so hopefully he doesn't beat us to Iron Eye if he is up. But we need to go back to Cravel anyways, so I guess this is kind of like 2 birds, 1 stone. Not like 2 girls, 1 cup. Don't look that up if you haven't seen it. All right, we'll turn this into Cravel. We'll check for Iron Eye real quick. I could pause and run a loop for iron, but honestly at this point we've got a decent chunk of it. Well, I used a good majority of it. It seems like we're going to be making the green iron bracers in order to get to 200 in blacksmithing. And like I said, I think we are going to wind up hitting like a dead end around 225 to maybe 235, 245, somewhere in that range. Hopefully not. Hopefully we have some things that we can take all the way to the end, but... I cannot wait to get our charger. Oh my god, my eyes are so itchy. Oh wait, no, that's not it. Okay. Let me help you out. You take on which one you need. We need the... I think she's going for the gazers? Yeah. I think she gets benefits from my Judgment of Light, I think.
Till we meet again.
I like being nice. And she gave us a goodbye wave. Alright. Well, if he is up, these two might have taken him down, but they are specifically hunting out here. And Iron Eye is a level 37 elite. They're level 31. They're 6 levels under. They would struggle taking him on. They do have a shaman though, so they could have the healing to do it, but it wouldn't be easy for them. Plus Iron Eye doesn't really spawn down here. Where we found him, it was like right around here. And again, the research that we did on Iron Eye shows that he's got like a 24 to 48 hour respawn. So bare minimum, we took him down at 3 p.m. yesterday, around that time. It should be, if he's on the low end of his respawn timer, 24 hours, it should be up right around now. If anything, he might have been up for like an hour, if that, but more so maybe like 30 minutes, 45 at most. But I do believe that rare mobs can despawn if they're not if they're left up for too long. I think they can despawn. I think he was literally like right around here when we found him. So far, it's looking like no dice. There's the gnome racers. Their carts look nowhere near as cool as the goblin racers, if we're being honest. Oh, and there come the goblins. Straight out of Star Wars. It's so cool. It's not looking promising here, boys. I don't think he's up. Yep. No dice for today. Travel back through around this region. More around here. On our way back through, just to see. It is iron. I should go for that. Interrupt the mana burn. We love the heavy stone. Wow, that's really lucky. That's incredibly lucky. Holy, that might be the best node I've ever hit. The first hit we got 1 heavy stone, the second hit, third hit, and fourth hit we got 2. Totaling for what, 7 heavy stone in 1 node? That's crazy. That's damn near unheard of. Now what sucks about this with Iron Eye is, from what I understand, is if it's not 24 hours, it's anywhere between 24 and 48. So let's say, you know, I came out here at 24 hours. He could spawn in 3 hours, he could spawn in 6 hours, he could spawn in another 24. anywhere and in between. It's just really hard to hunt these rares without camping them constantly. And we've just got better things to do, unfortunately. It really, really sucks that we found him organically, and his highest drop chance didn't even drop. It's just unfortunate. I do feel like he's a rare that most people will avoid, though. Yeah, unfortunately. Not up right now. Let's go talk to Cravel. Zuzubi. Did you make the ratchet and get those parts?
Great, you got them. Now we need to get them to the gnomes, but first, let's take out one small item. Now that I have what I need...
Goldbeard places the crate of parts on the ground, grabs a part, and puts it into his pocket. Yeah, that should do it.
Now that I have what I need, give these parts to Fizzle Brassbolts. He's been waiting a long time for them. I'm sure he won't miss the little piece I removed from his order, and I wouldn't bother mentioning it to him. It was small and worthless. Trust me.
Yeah, Cravel's kind of fixing the races. You have something for me? Let's see.
There they are, my hydro ratchets and repeater bolts. These will do just fine, thank you.
Now that we've done a service for the gnomes, it's time to do the goblins a favor. I hear that the goblin racer pilot, Nass Steamboil, didn't always use that name. I wonder why he changed it. I wonder if it's a secret, and I wonder if he values that secret. If anyone knows the truth, then it's Krazik of Booty Bay, on the southern tip of Stranglethorn. Speak with Krazik and ask him about our goblin pilot. If you can get useful information from him, then we might just turn a profit from it.
Always just trying to make some money. Alright, I'm going to pause the video while we run. We're supposed to go do South Shore. And I think we should. But I'm also contemplating... Yeah. We'll come back for Desolus. Alright, I'm going to pause while I run. I'm going to take the boat in... Probably in Theramore. That way I'm in Menethil, and then from Menethil we'll fly up to South Shore. I'll resume when we're landing in South Shore, and we'll go ahead and start some of the lower end of South Shore. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Alright gamers, we have just touched down in South Shore. We're only taking a few quests here, the lowest level quests. Hints of a New Plague we'll take, down the coast. Soothing Turtle Bisque, so we need to talk to Chef Jensen, Lieutenant Farron. Finn Odalek, and Magistrate Henry Maleb, Syndicate Assassins. So I'm assuming, yeah, Jensen's in here.
If there's one thing you'll learn about South Shore, it's that we have some of the best cuisine north of Stormwind. Take my secret recipe for turtle bisque, for example. I've known folks to travel from as far as Darkshire just to enjoy a bowl. Speaking of which, I haven't
It's actually a long way
lately. I used to head up past Dalaran to Lake Lordamere myself to hunt snapjaws, but it's just too dangerous now. If you bring me some turtle meat from the snapjaws up north and soothing spices, I'll whip some up.
So we need 10 pieces of turtle meat and soothing spices. Thankfully, I saved some of the turtle meat that we got from other turtles, so we're already... Oh no, someone died right here. We're already 6 out of 10. Now, where can I get some spices?
You need something? Have a good
Surely there's got to be like a general vendor around here or something. Lieutenant Farron Orinell, down the coast.
Transferred from the Stormwind City Guard to South Shore, a town that should be abandoned by the looks of it. Smell of the harbor day and night. Not to mention old Redpath wants me to take care of they murlocs. Ha! I can barely rouse myself to go out to some of the pockets of the overgrown fish down the western strand. If you would go in my place and take care of them, I'd appreciate it.
Sure,
Have a good one.
give you a hand. Okay. Let's check around this inn. Jason.
safe travels.
Emmett Armstrong and Tamara Armstrong. Doesn't seem like there's any books in here. Raleigh the Devout. Civil War in the Plaguelands. We've read that one, I know for sure. The Birth of the Lich King. I'm pretty sure we've read that one too. Civil War in the Plaguelands. The Birth of the Lich King. Yes. Alright, so no books. Oh, wait. Kel'Thuzad and the Forming of the Scourge. Hang on now. I think that's a new one. It sure enough is. How many pages is this? Ooh, it's quite a meaty one. Not gonna read it just yet. Sure. One. Just because it is 14 damn pages long, it's a bit of a read, and I kind of want to just get out into the field right now and start hunting. So, Finn Odelic.
Hail and well met, adventurer.
Hail and well
I
met.
lead a group of adventurers investigating odd happenings in this area. My cousin in Hillsbrad recently put down his dog Stanley because the animal mystically grew to an immense size and savagely attacked anyone who came near him. I believe the undead are involved, and we're looking for signs to prove as much. Two of my companions, Quay and Kinnelori, headed to the Goshek farm in the Arathi Highlands and haven't checked in for days. Find them for me? I grow concerned.
Sure. That'll take us to Arathi Highlands, which there is business there. At least one quest. That's kind of like a lower level quest that I do want to take on. Let's talk to Hal McAllister. Oh, no, but there is some Firefin right. Oh, a lot of pools here, actually. I'll tell you what, I'm going to pause while I fish all these up, and just to save some time, and I'll resume when we're done getting all these pools, and we'll see what we have. So I'll be back in just a second, guys. All right, gamers. We didn't get any trunks, unfortunately, but a little bit of extra gold, I guess. We're going to start... Actually, one second. We need to take one more quest here. Magistrate Henry Maleb. Syndicate Assassins. I think that's going to send us over here. But we do have the granite that we need to get for Sarah's husband. I can't remember their last name right now. It's a funny last name, and I like saying it, but I've completely... It's escaping me. Arathi and the Troll Wars. I think we need to read that one. Long books out here in South Shore. So it's actually 2. Henry Maleb.
I am the new magistrate of South Shore, recently
Ooh.
assigned after the assassination of the previous magistrate. The assassins were never found, but through our investigations, we're almost certain they were hired by the Syndicate, a group of thieves led by villainous nobles of the now-fallen kingdom of Alterac. The Syndicate has a camp north of the Horde-occupied Terran Mill, and our last clues led to that camp. Slay the Syndicate members you find there.
So when he says a group of thieves led by the villainous nobles of the now fallen kingdom of Alterac, is he talking about... He's not talking about Stromgarde, is he? The nobles of Stromgarde, when Stromgarde fell, they formed the Syndicate? Is that really the backstory on the Syndicate? Sorry, Billy. Or Binky. Binky Betts. What a name. Alright, the other quests here. 34, 34, 38, 36. We'll hold off on those because we really only want to do the low-level quests right now. We need to juggle between South Shore, Desolace, yeah, we need to juggle between South Shore, Desolace, Stranglethorn, and one other zone, right? Oh yeah, a little bit in Arathi. Now, some of these guys are casters. He can Nova. It's actually not that bad though. Alright, he went to heal the Tide Hunter and it got cancelled, so we'll save our Hodge for if he tries to heal himself. What do we need? 10 of each? Yeah, 10 Tide Hunters, 10 Oracles. Seems like I'd rather hunt... Oh, silver. Seems like I'd rather hunt the Tide Hunters than the Oracles. They just have a Nova. So realistically, while I'm taking on the Oracles, I should probably just take one on at a time. Tide Hunters, I don't mind fighting a few of them at once. I don't think we're looking for tangy clam meat. I think we're looking for zesty or giant clam meat, right? Yeah, giant clam meat, unfortunately. Tangy clam meat is used to make more of our goblin deviled clams. So, I mean, it's not bad. I will take it for sure. Pretty sure the thick-shelled clams are where we can find the iridescent pearls too. Now this is a Murloc village, so I should probably check for treasure real quick. I might need to get a little closer to see, but... Okay, this is... I need to be Seal of Justicing them. Oh, come on, bro. You're really gonna swim all the way over there and then cast a heal on yourself? That's so obnoxious. I didn't have my Hodge up, so I couldn't stun him to prevent him from running, but I should have Seal of Justice him. I know better than that. See if I can outrange him. We pulled a Tide Hunter now, too, which is fine with me. Oh, any reset. Fuck you, bro. I played that horribly. I should have Seal of Justice. I know they're humanoids. I know that Murlocs run. So when they get low, we'll switch to Seal of Justice and then judge it. It's right around 25% is probably when I want to switch. Scroll protection. Go ahead and pop that now. Let's rebuff up and stop and drink some juice. Kind of messed up there a little bit, but that's okay. We saved it. Nope, I see some floating wreckage back there. I'm gonna need to clear out some space around it though, I think, in order to safely fish it up. Now this one's gonna be a little important. I'm gonna save my Hodge. I'm just gonna let him cast it. I'll get that silver in just a second. Specifically with these Murlocs, I'm having to use a lot of my mana for seal swapping, which is where it's really nice to have 5 points in Benediction, right? Thankfully he ran this way. Strangle Kelp. It's not what we want. We're gonna wind up pulling that Oracle here. Somehow we didn't pull that Oracle. It's insane. Alright, one trunk. And some Rumsey's Dark. We needed that. That's good. Couple more pools of fish. There's quite a few. I should be fishing them up. Mostly for more chances at trunks, but also, you know, fishing skill. Our fishing skill is pretty good though. We're at 194 out of 225. So 6 more levels and we can start Nat Piggle's quest. But we're not even ready to start Desolus yet, and I kind of want to take it once we start Desolus, so... I don't want to, like, go out of my way to go all the way out there, start working on it, but it's not like you do it in Desolus. It takes you all around the world, right? It takes you to Feralis, takes you to... I think it takes you to Winterspring, if I remember correctly. Could be wrong about that. See if we can grab this Oracle. I could have hodged, but I didn't use it on purpose. I want to save it for some of these other oracles that I'm about to pull in just a second. It's kind of tricky to pull these guys. Pretty sure they have 40 yards on their lightning bolts, so it's quite a run to line of sight them away. 3 more oracles, 2 more tide hunters. These are, well, 2 oracles, I guess. Yeah, there's a 3rd one out there. I think I'd rather fight them in the water. Just need to keep an eye on our breath. More clams. I'm happy with the meat. It's just food that I can cook. Didn't need to do all that. I already had a seal of light on. Throw a couple quick flashes. I should really be fishing these pools. This was sloppy for me, honestly. Excuse me. See, I'm not going to be able to hodge here, so I just have to let him do it. Alright, no more oracles. We don't have to worry about that. Take the Tide Hunter. I just need one more Tide Hunter. Hopefully it's more than just the fish, but I mean, worst case scenario, we are getting fishing skill, which is nice. Is that pool even worth it? I'm gonna have to... Yeah, I mean, I can probably make it work. And there's another pool. There's tons of pools along this strip. See, there's a trunk right there. Probably gonna have to kill you. More pools out there. We got a chest out here. Unfortunately, I do have to hodge. Fishing's up to 195. My line's invisible, but it's still working. I'm happy with Rumsey's Dark. We're also happy with Rumsey's Light, but I much prefer Dark, of course. I'm a Guinness man myself. This is a very healthy pool right here. I'll tell you right now, there's a ton of pools along this little river here, and what I'll probably do is I'm gonna farm the turtle meat, and once we get it, I'll pause the video, and then we'll fish up everything that's there, because there's too much to fish up while I'm recording. Copper, I don't really care about that. Even these pools, I'm like, I feel bad fishing them up. I kind of want to pause while I fish them up, but yeah, I don't know. But while we're over here, which we're about to go there next, we'll just, we'll farm out the turtle meat, and then afterwards I'll pause it and take on all the fishing nodes myself, because it can just be a bit much. I don't think that consecrate. It is going to hit him nice. Nice. I say I'd prefer to save my Hodge to interrupt a heal if I need to. Like right now. I said if he goes for another heal, I'm just gonna Righteousness and judge him. Hopefully this was worth it. Almost never is. I guess I get a medium hide out of it, but... Alright, let's head back. Let's grab that silver. It's just something that I can sell. I'll leave these pools of fish in the water. We're gonna have plenty to fish up over here in this river. Yeah. I guess I should have known I was gonna pull you. Didn't know I was gonna pull that spider though. think the silver was actually like right around here. And mostly I'm just gonna sell the actual bars themselves. But of course we're gonna take it just for the off chance of getting some more rare gems, jade, shadow gems, that kind of thing. Maybe someone snagged it. Maybe it's finders keepers, losers weepers kind of thing. Apparently we can pick up some soothing spices right here. There's a butcher. Ooh, Dervish Boots the Whale. Everything else pretty much just sellables. We'll keep the heavy leather, of course. We're not talking to Bartolo. We need to talk to... Sorry. Micha. Enchanting and leatherworking. Any books in here? General goods.
I supply only the finest goods. Have a good one.
Okay, no books. Let's go get that turtle meat. Man, it's another horse breeder. You can really get horses in a lot of places. This is a cute little farm. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can fish up greater sagefish here, which is really nice because obviously I want to cook that. Firefin snappers. Like I said, we'll keep all the pools up for right now, and then once we're done with the turtle meat, I'll pause for a little bit, run down the entire stream, and then fish all of them up, because mostly I want the sagefish. Tin. It can stay. Bite, shell shield, and growl. I don't think I'm worried about pulling multiple. Definitely tanky enough to handle multiple. Let the AoE work on him. Yep, sagefish. It's not greater sagefish, it's just normal sagefish, unfortunately, but... Yeah, we got 2 turtle meat on that kill. That was nice. It does have, like, relatively a low drop chance, 30%, but... We're also getting tangy clam meat, which is nice to cook, and then, of course, turning this quest in will give me 3 of the turtle bisque soups, but... Obviously, I'd rather make it myself. So I'll probably even kill more turtles while I'm fishing up all these pools of sagefish, just because extra turtle meat would be really nice. We'll get a new stamina food. Turtle bisque soup will probably be the main food that we're eating moving forward, because there's quite a bit of turtles in other areas of the game. I know there's a ton in Teneris. There's I feel like there's some in not Arathi. I don't know. I remember getting quite a few. Oh, we got an iridescent pearl. Nice. At this point, we don't need them, but I can finally start the collection in my bank. Put them right next to our small lustrous pearls. Thick scaly tail. Like I said, we already knew there was going to be a ton of pools of sagefish over here, so yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely have a full stack of sagefish when we're done here. Three pools, like right here, back to back. Every time I come down this river, I think of the Cyclonus quest for warriors to get their whirlwind axe, and how some people in hardcore will do the challenge of like getting your whirlwind axe by level 30. And I watched a video last night on how warriors in solo self-found do it. It's insane, the grind that they do. Not so much Cyclonus, because he literally is just, you kite him with the river. You can like pull him at a specific spot in the river, and it's pretty damn easy. It's just time consuming. It might take you like 20 minutes depending on your level to just use a thrown weapon and kite him like a rogue would. But it's more so the elementals that's impressive. Out in the Arathi Highlands, there's elementals like here, and I think somewhere around here, maybe I can't remember, but you have to do some pretty intense kiting for quite a while near mobs that can, I mean, the mobs are like red to you when you're killing them at level 30. So it's pretty impressive when people get the Whirlwind Axe on solo self-found with no help from, you know, a high level character helping them kill mobs or anything like that. They're completely doing it on their own. It's very impressive. Hey, we have a human rogue over here. Hopefully he's not fishing. Nice, there's our turtle meat. Alright, let's go up. And I'll probably start like right around here, and then we'll kill all the turtles on the way up. Any extra turtle meat is nice, it's just meat that I get to cook for my own. Turtle bisque, but man, there's at least like 10 pulls up right now. 10? Yeah, I should probably grab that one. Cast a holy light, no pushback. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Let some of that mana regen. And just to save a little bit of time, like I said, I'm going to pause. We're going to run up here. I'm going to do the entire river. And once I get to the bottom, I'll resume. We'll probably go over a little bit this afternoon as far as our time goes. Maybe do an hour and a half this afternoon. And yeah, when we get to the bottom of the river, I'll show you guys how much we fished up. Hopefully we'll get a few trunks, but yeah, we'll see. So I'll see you guys in just a little bit. All right, gamers. Wow. Just about 30 minutes of fishing goes by. And we fished up 56 raw sagefish. We got 3 watertight trunks. We got our fishing skill to 209. Pretty damn good. And yeah, just quite a bit of fishing here. This entire thing, I just watched a YouTube video while I fished all that up. If you're not aware of the scandal going on with Bricks and Minifigs right now, they're like a Lego company. I'm not a Lego guy. I built a few Lego sets with my ex-girlfriend. We built like the bonsai tree and the set of flowers and stuff like that. I'm not like a Lego dude though, so I don't really care, but Penguin's Charlie, Moist Critical, has been covering the story about this guy named Ben who's like essentially fighting for a smaller individual who's like, he and his father sold his father's Lego collection, and this company Bricks and Minifigs basically has been doing very corrupt, shady things. They essentially stole his $200,000 collection and is refusing to pay him. And there's just this scandal going on where these guys are trying to like expose the Bricks and Minifigs in Utah for what they've done, the corruption that they're doing. And the police in Utah are in cahoots with them, and it's just this big scandal. So basically, I spent like 30 minutes watching Charlie's last video on that and what's going on with the scandal, and man, it's getting intense. I highly recommend you check up on the story. It's pretty much going viral. I'm pretty sure if you're tuned into the internet at all, you're aware of it. That company's just fucked, man. Like, that company's fucked. I hope that the Utah Police Department gets investigated for corruption and some people get sued, because it just goes to show there are a lot of corrupt police in the police department and in multiple areas. Their palms were greased. It's very clear. They are bullying this young man. It's so fucked up. But anyways, back to WoW.
I hope this will be enough to convince Redpath that I've been carrying out his orders and ridding South Shore of the terrible and horrible menace of the
You ain't done
dreaded
shit but
Murlocs.
drink.
For there could be no greater evil than the ravages of overgrown fish. Would you believe it, adventurer? Redpath wasn't satisfied with all the Murlocs we killed. Oh, now don't be modest. You had some hand in it. Now he wants me to bring proof of the dead, hacking off cold, slimy Murloc heads to submit for his approval.
So we need 10 heads to show that we've actually killed them. Jensen, any luck finding the ingredients? I'll tell you, this territory isn't the peaceful place it once was. If only this unrest never occurred.
Everyone will be so pleased. Chef Jessen's soothing turtle bisque is served once again.
We gave him 10 pieces of meat and we only get 3 turtle bisques back. It's kind of messed up. Let's put these here. Now, real quick, what do I need for my sagefish? I need mild spices. And then I think we need soothing spices for the turtle bisque, right? Yep, so 2 soothing spices. We'll make it a stack of 5. And then what do I need for the deviled clams? Hot spices. So 20 hot spices. 2 more for the big sagefish. And then sagefish. There we go. Mild spices. Yeah, we'll cook up 56. I'm going to pause again real quick while we cook up all this stuff because it's going to take quite a bit. And then I think for the last little chunk of this session, I'm going to go try and get the Alterac Granite and possibly kill the Syndicate assassins and whatnot. But yeah, let me cook up all this stuff. We'll decide what we're going to keep and what we're going to get rid of, and then we'll open up these trunks. So I'll be back in just a second, guys. All right, gamers. We have cooked up quite a bit here. We've got some extra goblin deviled clams. We've got tons of smoked sagefish. I think I'm going to put most of this stuff up in the bank and just keep it in case I run out of food. But realistically, I shouldn't. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Let's see what's in the boxes. Heavy leather, we love that. Healing potions, kind of eh. And then garbage. Honestly, I'm going to keep the potions too, because we haven't consistently started finding greater healing potions. And in case I run out... Pickled?
Thanks a lot.
He gave me a Blessing of Sanctuary. That's really nice. Especially because I am a prot paladin. He was too, which was kind of cool, but... 296 is his gear score. My gear score is... I can't see it because my chest piece is over it. 202 plus... It looks like it's 231, maybe? Either way, let's go get this Alterac Granite real quick and try and take down the thieves and the footpads. I think the granite's just inside the Yeti Cave, which shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, at this point in our run, we just have so much. We have extra course sharpening stones. We've got extra food. I just need to be using it on cooldown. Like, I should pretty much never be without it. Some form of food buff and some form of sharpening stone. Yeah, the granite's inside the cave. There's not a rare inside the cave, but I know that there could be ore in here. The Yetis are going to give me experience. Looks like someone just recently took them out because they're respawning. I'm going to try and slip in. Yeah, someone's in here. Mithril. I just seal twisted there on accident, but I didn't get the proc. Oh, these Yetis are cake. And this is the guy. It's a rogue. Are you here for the mithril? So they're not here for the mithril. Seems like there's iron. Iron might be up top. Yes, the iron's up top. Let's grab that iron real quick before these mobs respawn, and then we'll jump down. She's clearing this room over here, so we can drop into her room and grab that mithril really quickly. This is the granite. Now, granite... Oh, more iron, nice. Sully Baloo, that's his name. We're getting the granite for Sully Baloo's statue. Do remember him. See if I can find that rogue and give her a buff. There she is. See, I don't have that much respect for you because you're buying your gear and you're enchanting it, but I will help you out since you're giving me the mithril.
Thank you.
She gave us a little cheer. She's in really good gear, I can already tell. I'm assuming it's like, oh, another citrine. I'm assuming it's like full blues, BOE. Let's take a look. Not blues, but BOE not made by her. BOE of the monkey, of course. BOE blue, not made by her. BOE weapon with fiery is insane. BOE not made by her. BOE monkey, BOE monkey, BOE monkey. Double BOE rings. Yeah, this guy's just gold winning through hardcore. But he's giving me the ore, so we finally have a backup piece of citrine. Oh, a chest over here. I wonder if this just spawned or maybe she's already checked it. Yeah, it had no money in it. I think she'd already checked it. No, it had money in it. 2 silver. We got some silk out of it. I'll get rid of the food. I don't really care about that, but... Letting the days go by. I don't think these granite pieces can spawn outside of the cave. Give her a flash, too. I guess just not a lot of pieces are up at once, and you kind of have to wait for them to respawn. Well, there's one. So we just need 2 more. Does give me a decent chunk of experience, and it's pretty easy to do. Plus, we have to do it for Sully and his wife Sarah. There's a piece. Didn't even see it. All right, one more. All right, Yetis are starting to respawn. I feel like there might be one more piece up top. This was where we got the first piece, and maybe it's respawned by now. I doubt it. I feel like these things don't have a good respawn timer on them, but trying to leave as many Yetis as I can for this rogue. I don't want them to feel like I stole their spot or I'm like invading on their turf, especially because they're letting me get the ore. I don't think they're an engineer, or I don't think they're a miner. I think what they did was they went mining engineering until they got the goggles and then dropped it and went herbalism alchemy. But I could be wrong about that. I really like engineering personally on hardcore. I think it's really good for obviously the goggles and low levels. You get them very quickly and they're great. You get probably like 10, 15 levels of helmet usage before other profession users get a helmet. Usually you don't get a helmet until like early 30s, mid 30s. We got ours mid 30s because we were just struggling to get a piece of citrine to make ours, but so yeah, you get the helmet early, which is nice, bonus stats. You get bombs, which is great for AoE killing, and we loved it on our rogue. I thought it was really, really good. But then more importantly, more than anything else, you get target dummy, right? Which is just another get out of jail free card that you have in hardcore, which is very valuable. It's always nice to have get out of jail free cards in hardcore. Probably gonna pull that Yeti, but I'm fine with that. Let's let the mana regen here. Eat that real quick while my mana's regenning. I don't need to drink. Go ahead and front load. Do blessing. I'm not gonna have time to get this open, I think. Ah! Needed like 1 more second on my Hodge. Next rank in Hodge, it goes from a 4-second stun to a 5-second stun, which is really cool. All right, let's get out of here for the last little bit of time that we have. Ooh, Oh, it's tailoring, damn. True Faith Gloves. Increases the healing done by your spells and effects by up to 15. Good healing gloves, 3 int. I'm not really going to be leveling as a healer in any of my classes. When it comes to the Druid, we're going to be leveling Balance Resto Hybrid. And I'm going to be jumping in between forms and kind of like a form dancing Druid build, which I know sounds weird, but most people level Feral, and I don't want to do that. I want to try something new and unique, so probably going to level a like Balance Resto Hybrid, and then like using a two-handed mace or a staff to like do melee damage while we're in between casting and let our mana regen. Have some... Oh, I can open that, I think. Have some bonuses to my healing abilities and use a bit of our mana to heal ourselves. Kind of playing it similar to how the Paladin's playing. For my Priest, I'm going to be leveling mostly Shadow. I think Shadow is the best leveling spec, of course, for a Priest, but I'm going to go heavy Shadow. Most people go like 31 points in Shadow or something like that. I'm going to be going like really deep into Shadow, like 40 points or something like that. So it's like Shadow Discipline is what I think we're going to be going. It's somewhat standard, but I want to play Shadow, so that's what we're going. And then on the Shaman, I'm going to go Enhancement Elemental Hybrid, but I'm not going to play two-handed. I'm going to play 2 one-handed weapons. Hopefully like 2 maces or 2 axes. I don't know. Shamans can't use swords, so that sucks, but ideally on my Tauren Shaman, I'd love to dual-wield maces. I think that's really cool. We might, if we get a good two-handed weapon, switch to two-handed for a little bit and just play with it for a little bit, but ideally I want to play dual wield and go heavy on like the shocks, the totems, be kind of like a hybrid spellcaster melee. And then who's the other? I guess that's really it for healing. Paladin, of course, we're not playing Holy. We're playing like Holy Prot hybrid, mostly Prot, but some points in Holy to just kind of have some self-sustain. Now, these are humanoids, so they're going to run near death. We need 12 footpads and 7 more thieves. Sucks that they can disarm. It's a long disarm too, so it'll probably get my unarmed skill up. But at least it doesn't remove my shield. And I can still hit them, meaning I can still proc Judgment of Light. Mark of the Syndicates. These guys are kind of a pain to fight just because they're humanoids, they run towards the end of their lives. Let's eat a sagefish, get some mana regen while I fight these guys, because I'm going to be sealed twisting a lot, I'm going to be consecrating a lot. Thankfully it doesn't look like any of them are like invisible or anything like that. Yeah, get back over here. Watch out for that mountain lion. Yeah, the disarm is annoying, but like I said, it is leveling up my unarmed skill, which is kind of nice. It's one of those skills that it always falls behind because you're never taking your weapon off, really. Another mark of the Syndicate. I feel like the best way to play it is open with Seal of Light, judge it, go Seal of the Crusader, swing until it's about to wear out, because that's usually how long it takes to get this guy down. And then we switch to Seal of Justice and judge that right before they're about to flee. Or if I have Hodge up, I could just Hodge. Like here, I'll probably just Hodge. If they run a bad direction, that's when I'll Hodge. If they run in a good direction, I'm fine with them running a little bit, but... Then these two I'll pull at the same time. Is there any other location that... Yeah, I guess over here that they can spawn. And there's the Syndicate document letters. And the foreboding plans. There's 2 quests over here I guess we should take. Remember, always purify between swing dimers. And then once I use Seal of Justice and judge it, I do Seal of Light and prepare for the next pull. There's a greater health potion. We're happy with that. We need that. Quick Flash should do the trick. Judge, go in. Cons. Red Aura really doing heavy lifting now. It's dealing solid damage back to them. 12 plus 15, ticking pretty much constantly. 27 damage. It adds up. Before we've even gotten on this target, she's basically taken 30% of her health. Readout proccing quite a bit. I think I need heavy bronze lockbox. I think I need silver keys to open these. I don't think I would need gold. Let me check online. Heavy bronze lockbox. What blacksmith keys open? Silver skeleton key, okay. Which makes me wish we would have got that, makes me wish we would have got that silver node earlier, so I don't have to mess up my stack of silver, but I'm sure we'll find some more silver. Rebuff ourselves. Sulfera's Naze. Check for any chests around here. Doesn't look like it. Double crit. I don't mind pulling 2 thieves, or a thief and a footbat at least. The thief might disarm me, but it is what it is. She's not running near death. Kind of sucks. She disarmed me at a bad time. There's henchman Valak. I think we did work for him on the Horde side of things, but on the Alliance he's a traitor, so I guess you can kill him. Jimmy the Bleeder is the name of the rare over here, but it doesn't seem like he's up, or else my rare macro probably would have targeted him. I'm gonna need to clear out this camp anyways, so kind of slow and steady work our way through here. There's the documents. I actually wonder if gold keys can open these lockboxes as well. Drunken footpad. I mean, I'm gonna have to take him out anyways. Pull 2 of these footpads, pull them back a little bit. At least he doesn't run. Just go ahead and drink that. I think we're going to take these 2 on real quick. Just because they're going to continue to patrol and I should just get rid of them. I'm going to need, what, 3 more? 2 thieves and 1 more footpad to clear this place out completely. Then we'll only need 2 more footpads. The thieves will be done. I think I'm going to have to kill that thief as well. Full stacks of the marks of the syndicate sell for like 12 silver, so that's kind of nice. Conjurer's Shoes of the Eagle, 20 silver right there. We'll pull this footpad and then I'll pull these 2 thieves, I think. Go ahead and stop and drink as well. I might just accept these quests and then back up a little bit and read them in a safe area. Double mail gloves. Rebuff. Stop and drink. See, I don't mind pulling the other thief. Let's just back it up a little bit just in case. Yeah, they're disarming me at perfect times. It sucks. One uses his disarm, we get the full duration of it, and then the other one uses it. Got a little bit of pushback there, it's not too bad. I think I'm gonna have to get that thief. This collection of scrolls contains various logistics and strategic information as well as coded correspondence. I'm gonna go ahead and take both of these and then back up. Foreboding plans and encrypted letter. Let's read those real quick. I can't open it while I'm in. I can here. Among these documents is a list of requested supplies. These include mundane items, food, weapons, clothing, as well as a more exotic gear, masks, oil, poison. But what is most notable is the urgency of the request. These supplies were needed soon in order to undertake what is described in the document as an important mission against South Shore. One of the letters on this table is encrypted and inscrutable. All right, I don't think we have time to do really anything else this session, so let's head back. Yeah, we made pretty good time. I said I wanted to do like maybe 30 minutes over, and we're 20 minutes over right now, so we're making good time. By the time we get back, turn in all these quests, sell what we need to out of our bags, do some organization, it should be about an hour and a half is what this session will be, and then later tonight I'll get another one in. I think once we're done with these quests, we're putting a hold on anything else here. I think we'll do the Murloc heads as well, and then put a hold on the rest of the quests here. I think we're going to either Desolus or I should run over to Arathi real quick and do Northfold Manor. Ooh, voice crack. I should do Northfold Manor and turn in this quest to Quay. My god, that scared the fuck out of me. Wow, that got the heart racing. Awfully close. 5 level 35s at once would have been pretty scary. Whew, that's why you need to pay attention. The one weakness to the Paladin that I'm realizing is like you have really good tools to stand your ground and fight. You just have very bad tools at escaping, right? Like on the rogue, if I got into a situation like that, I could pop evasion. If I didn't get like dazed or slowed or something like that, I could immediately pop sprint, outrun them, and it would be no problem, right? Mages, they could frost nova and blink away. Warlocks, you could kind of sacrifice your void walker, or you've got soulstones don't work in hardcore, but you have health stones. You have, I think some of your curses eventually wind up slowing targets. They're single target slows, but you can kind of create some space. You can have your Voidwalker pull a few off and taunt. I think there's an AoE taunt on the Voidwalker. I could be wrong about that. Druids, you can jump into travel form. You could jump into Kitty. You could use your speed boost as Kitty. Bears have a charge, so you could like charge to a chicken or a rabbit or another mob and try and create some space. A lot of the other classes have that mobility. Warriors not so much until you get to a higher level where they have like intercept and stuff like that, but cloaks, these are no good for me. But yeah, paladins kind of have to like stand their ground and fight. Lore Master Dips, yes sir. Do you have some business with me?
What is this? Hold a moment. Let me take a closer look. I have never before seen this form of encryption, but I must admit that my knowledge in that area is by no means complete. I have a colleague in Ironforge who may be able to help decrypt this letter. Go to the library in the Hall of Explorers in Ironforge and speak with Prospector Stormpike. Tell him I sent you and show him the letter. If there's anyone north of Blackrock Spire who can read this, it is he.
Well, that's good. We can read some of the books in the library when we go there. And we need to turn in the Alterac granite slabs for Sully Baloo. Let's turn in the assassins first.
Thank you, adventurer. Although they may still be lurking about, we hope that some of the thieves and footpads you slew were responsible for the last magistrate's death. But even if they weren't, the Syndicate is a taint on this land and a stain on the human race. Their deaths are welcome to South Shore.
Bill, you look anxious. Is there something you wish to tell me?
These are very troubling, adventurer. From the information in these documents, and from the Syndicate's actions in the past, we must assume that Band of Cutthroats has waged war on South Shore. I fear the leadership behind the Syndicate is bent on South Shore's ruin. We must strike hard at these leaders before their plans are realized.
We're going to hold off on that one for now. It's a little higher level, 36. We will switch to the Crusader belt. It's very fitting for a Paladin. Update our gear to current items. Sell that one. Everything else we're keeping for now. We'll have to do some more. We'll do some more bag organization when we go to Ironforge and hit the bank, because I kind of want to keep these, put these in the bank, put these in the bank, put some extra stacks of this sagefish and stuff like that in the bank. Maybe some of the coarse sharpening stones, because I've got too many now and I need to consistently use them. I need to make some keys, open up this lockbox. Put all this stuff away. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff to do next time we play. I think we're heading back to either Decilis or Stranglethorn. I think we're gonna hit. I don't know. We'll decide later. I'll do some more looking around and see what the best option for us is. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for hanging out. Peace and love, and God bless gamers.